What's up, guys? It's Jared here. So before I start this video, I just want to say one thing. I'm guilty of being a trendy as well. I've been part of dumb trends and scenes and things like that. Growing up as a kid, I was part of silly, dumb, middle school scenes like punk rock and goth and crap like that. And I do like punk rock music and some goth as well, but the scenes are super cringe and full of just a bunch of cringy people. And it's just, so I just want to make it very clear that, I was part of this too. And even the whole nerdy geek scene, the trend of being a nerd and, being some effeminate little hipster wearing glasses. Guys, this is all just a trend. You need to realize that trends come and go. Nothing lasts forever. And that should tell you just how fake they are when they, stuff like this doesn't last for more than, 10 or so years. I'm surprised the whole nerd geek subculture is still around. I thought that would have been replaced by now with something else, some other silly trend, But I guess now it's being replaced with all these weird sexual identities, this SJW stuff. I don't really know, but because that to me is all just trends too. I mean, really, even like stuff like homosexuality is a trend to me, but I'm not gonna go there, even though I just did. I'm prepared to catch a lot of heat for that one, but that's all right. Anyways, so what am I trying to say here? That scenes and trends, uh, stuff like weeaboos and nutakus and, furries, all of them, man, bronies. It's a fake identity, guys. All right, you need to understand that. The only way to live, man, is just to be yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't try to be anything else but yourself. You don't need to put on this mask and, go outside and have people look at you while you're wearing that mask because you're not being true to yourself when you do that, guys. I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can here, so guys, listen to me. It's all bullshit, all right? All this stuff, all these scenes, these little masquerades where people dance around wearing these masks. It's all just superficial bullshit. And when you're part of these scenes, you're never really gonna be happy because you're not being true to yourself. You're not being true to who you really are. Because when you have a mask in front of you, how can you be yourself? How can you be true to yourself? You can't. It's a lie. It's all just a big lie, guys. And you need to understand that. You need to understand what a gimmick it is and how you're being used. You are being used. And I'm not going to try to go all tinfoil hat Illuminati, but really, you're just, if not being used by, the government or the Illuminati, you're being used by society. Because people do this, guys, to try to fit in. And so they want people, to be around them who also identify as the same name, whether it's, weeaboo, nutaku, new burrito, Taco Bell joke there. Anyways, furry, all that crap, It's just, guys, listen, man. Okay, a lot of you guys, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but you need to get out of your house because when you stay stuck, in your room, you're no longer part of, the real world. You're no longer you're basically you're living in a fantasy. And even when you go out and you hang out with your friends, you're living in this little made up fantasy where it's like you're trying to be part of a world that isn't real. And again, guys, this is just a big lie. You need to understand that. I want you to know, okay, person who's watching this, and I'm sorry if I don't seem very genuine because, I understand I'm a little bit different myself, but I want you to know, person watching this, whoever you are, I think you are a special and unique person. I think that you have a lot to give to this world. You probably don't realize that because that's why you put on a mask every day, but you are unique in your own way, and you have your own special talents to give this world. I believe that God gave us all talents. talents to share with the world, to make the world a better place and things like that. And I know some of you guys might say, well, my talent is, to be a weeaboo and to maybe, be like an artist, or I don't know, be a costume designer or something. And you can do that. I'm not telling you that you can't enjoy anime or that you can't do things that are related to your scene. But I'm simply telling you that when you put on this false name, calling yourself a weeaboo rather than just calling yourself your own name, you're living a lie. You're not being true to who you are. And I think that you are basically, when you're not yourself, you naturally won't be able to do the things that you could do if you were. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, that's really the only way I can describe it. Uh, I'm dead tired and my brain's kind of fogging up. But guys, I hope this video helps you out, because we live in a crazy world and there's so many false identities. And like I was saying earlier, when I did bring up the whole SJW thing, guys, that should really show you something too, that people simply aren't happy with themselves anymore. And they feel like they need to put on, these masks, these labels, just so they can feel, accepted. Not just by other people, but mostly by themselves, because many people simply are not happy with who they are. Low self-esteem and things like that is a really huge problem with people. You'd be surprised. I'm sure you probably know some people who struggle a lot with it. And when you can learn to love yourself, guys, that's the most beautiful thing in the world. Really, it is. When you can learn to love yourself and be who you are without having to hide behind a label, then I'll tell you, man, you really are living right, and you're doing, you're on the right path. We'll just put it that way. You're definitely on the right path to success in life. So I wish all of you the best. Feel free to leave me a comment if you want to say something. That's fine. I was trying really hard to be respectful, so if I offended anyone, I just want to say that I'm sorry. I don't necessarily have anything against your scene. I just think that trends and stuff like that are just kind of lame to begin with. Again, guys, trends, they just come and go. All that stuff that I mentioned, all these fake little scenes, they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. And again, that should show you something. So guys, again, thanks for watching. And this is Jared, and I'll see you next time. Take care.